Vincent, congratulations. What a crazy game. Before we jump into it, how are you feeling after your win?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, I felt that the position was winning for a very long time, and it was both him playing on red or long, but also me not finding the most precise ways of finishing the game off, which then prolonged the game unnecessarily.
So let's jump into it and see how did this whole mess
So I think he played more or less the same opening as against Anish, which I actually didn't expect because, it's not the best line in the world, and also I had the rest day to prepare. So yeah, I was trying to play this h4, f3, but yeah. Here I think knight fd7 is still normal, and I think knight c4 shouldn't be the move. Like bishop d6 or bishop e7 were both very natural. And just putting this knight on d6, I understand that, yeah, this knight on b6 is kind of weird if I ever get to play queen b3. It's weirdly placed, but like this, it's very hard for him to ever find a plan. I think maybe I could have even played g4 immediately and tried to get my bishop to g2 and with f4, even more ambitious than in the game. But yeah, I chose another. I think also, the position has to be very good. Yeah, I was already feeling at this point that objectively the position is much better already for sure. And also for him, I think, yeah, this b5 idea he played is basically the only idea he can ever go for. So yeah, only problem for me is I also need to do something. Yeah, my position is very nice, but of course converting it is not easy. I think g5 is not, I wasn't convinced it's good yet. I was also not sure it's not good, but I didn't want to risk it because I thought my position is so nice. And
but it also looks like a position where you kind of have to do something, right? You started doing something on the king side.
But a bit later, yeah. First I brought my king here. Also, yeah, b5. He has no real next move. Of course, ba4 is at least interesting because now at least he has this b5 square for his knight. And here I can win an exchange. Like knight c5, take, knight b5, and bishop g3. But I didn't really want to take this exchange. Let's say queen b7, bishop b8, and queen b8. And now I have a lot of weak squares, rook d8, knight d4 coming. This h4 pawn is suddenly weak. With pawn on g3 would be very easy, maybe to be much better or winning, but like this I was not sure.
How did you evaluate this position?
Well, I'm pretty sure white is better, but it's like I didn't want to give this counterplay during the game. And yeah, here then there were some very crazy lines like rook c6, knight e4, rook c7, queen d4. And I was considering some moves like even knight f2, but here I think knight d2 worked out and I couldn't really find something. So again, yeah, you only play rook takes e6 if you think you're really winning. And I thought he couldn't go queen e7, but when he played, I realized that, yeah, I miscalculated something and probably he can. So then I went back and then I changed my plan to this rook h3, g5, which I think should also be quite good. Here I'm not threatening to take on c6 because knight e4 is still in the air, but he also has no real other move. So yeah, there is some risk, of course, to sacrificing this pawn, but I was thinking that, even if I get strategically this knight to c5, it's so nice. All his pieces are doomed to the defense on this side.
So overall, you felt quite confident when you
gave
up
this is like the position that now I have to somehow convert my advantage to something different, yeah? And it was like a very nice position, little advantage, and now I was trying to make something dynamic out of it. So knight c5 is, of course, that's like the perfect spot. Yeah, the knight went to f8. And yeah, now this king on g2 is not perfectly placed, so I need some tempi to bring the queen. But yeah, this position, it's like it would be very hard for me to believe that this is not winning for white. Just simply bishop h5, bishop h4, king f1, and okay, something will happen here. That's at least what I felt. And yeah, this a4 was kind of, I expected this to happen because it's like the only way he can stop me from playing king f1. It's not necessarily that bad, but at least like now he will manage to pin one of my pieces and the rook gets in, and that's just not something I wanted. So that's why I made space for the king on f2. And yeah, here there was a big question for me to play bishop g5 or bishop h5, because bishop g5 kind of threatens rook takes h6, knight h6, rook h6, and he can't take because of bishop f6. But I was thinking maybe rook d8, and like if I do this, now d4 is hanging. I was not entirely sure how easy it is to win this. Again, it looks very nice. I can also just make some king move, but yeah, because of rook d8, I played bishop h5 here. And okay, he took on f4, but this is already, I think, yeah, clearly lost.
Actually, you mentioned at the start that probably you didn't convert in the most precise way. Do you think that one of the problems was that you were spoiled for choice, so many nice options?
Later here, I'm not, of course, there might have been some mistakes, but at least it felt normal from a human point of view what I did. I didn't see some big mistakes, and also in the game, everything worked out nicely. So yeah, I'm not sure. Here I still felt everything was going quite well, and the position should have been winning since it was won. So yeah, here of course I can also maybe just play it. It's so hard. Yeah, I have really many moves, but I was trying to like get this forced win. I mean, queen e7, there's rook h7 and knight h7, knight g6. So yeah, it's important for my king not to step onto some wrong square. Let's say rook b2, king d3. Like d2 would be a very bad square because now this line he takes, knight g6, and again normally I would be clearly winning, but here he gets queen before check. So that's why I had to go to d3, and then after a check I would have gone to c2, so that there are never any checks. King g8, and also here, yeah, probably queen g5 was not the easiest. I was just, I was hoping he would play queen e8, and I thought here I can even play queen takes g7, which would have been like too beautiful. But yeah, I mean, it was more like, I was thinking the position is completely winning, and I can basically just play every normal good-looking move. But yeah, the c5 is actually, like now at least I need to be precise. Yeah, I can still do something wrong, I felt. So I think king c3 was fine. Just important, I was very happy to finally get this knight to d3, yeah, that now I'm safe, like queen a3, rook c1, and now there will be no perpetuals, no big attacks.
Your king felt happier at this point?
Yeah, exactly. And of course, after g6, I mean, okay, I just took because I thought it's winning anyway, but then again also, yeah, it's probably not necessary to take. There were easier ways, maybe to just make some king e2 move beforehand, but okay, I don't think I really messed up the win, I just prolonged the game here.
Vincent, you now have 5 points. You've been having a great tournament. How do you reflect on the first 7 rounds overall and the quality of your play?
Yeah, I think quality of play was quite nice. I still left some chances out, yeah, to punish some mistakes. So I think that's something I got to work on. But in general, the playing style I think it's pretty good. Also, I don't feel like I was in any big danger in any game. That was also a good feeling. But of course, it's not enough to not lose games. Yeah? To get to the top, you need to win quite a few ones. Absolutely.
You've been coming here to the Isle of Man for a long time. How do you enjoy playing here, and how does it feel to be back?
Yeah, it's good to be back. I have very pleasant memories from 2018 and 19 when I was here. I made my final Grandmaster nom here 4 years ago. And also this year, chess-wise, is going very nicely. Of course, weather is not too great, but still, yeah, you can go for a walk. But in general, I have to admit there's not much time left to enjoy the island.
Absolutely. I'm going to turn to our commentators to also see what's going on in the playing hall. Do we have any questions for Vincent?
Yeah, Vincent, I just wanted to ask how you spent your rest day apart from logging onto chess.com and playing me in a couple of games.
Yeah, no, I mean, I obviously prepared a bit. I don't know, went to some shop to get some groceries, prepared, relaxed a bit, what you do on a normal rest day. And yeah, I was on chess.com playing, but sadly the connection was not too well, so
Next time.
Yeah.
Vincent, thank you so much for stopping by. Congratulations again, and best of luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.